TNT is presented by Wingstop. The playoff page has turned to the conference semifinal.
That momentum into Boston.
Our official, Scott Foster.
They need him to have an impact on winning. And one thing about your shooting is Jaylen Brown with a nice step back. But it's also paint touches. And that is the new to convert.
Mitchell on the attack.
Speed and quickness of Mitchell and Garland, that can offset
matchups. And so they've got a lot of options against these two guards.
He's paired with.
He's been such a blessing for this team.
Steppers necessary in terms of impacting winning, and that's something that this group
has. Garland now to get him set. All the way through inside. Okoro extend.
Off the dribble on the baseline, going to be critical, I think, for Cleveland offensively.
Mitchell. Teams met 3 times during the regular season. The home team won each time as White. Interestingly, the only game the Cavs won in Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell was unavailable.
When they create opportunities to score.
Jason Tatum went hesitation dribble, got it back. Tatum's shooting percentage is down in that opening round series win.
Shooting, you know he's going to bring that toughness defensively, so that's a huge
shooting percentage in the playoff series by a Celtic in the last 50 years. So 1-point game. Jaylen Brown time to take Okoro.
Celtics offense, that 5-out offense, it takes away Mobley's ability to block shots, right? Because
we come up on a 5-minute mark, the feeling out process between these two teams. So Boston started the game on a 12-2 run. Jaylen Brown, boy, they still have. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Chance to tie this thing again for Cleveland. JB. One thing, JB Bickerstaff.
Much uncertainty as to what would materialize had they ended up losing that series. To sink down and provide the kind of help you need. A great read.
Cleveland team who got a lot of size of their own and they're at full strength. Complete playoff schedule.
They're tight here early, and I think that's to the advantage.
He was close to returning tonight, but after sitting with Jake. Mitchell sidestep, Holiday, make it.
For Cleveland right now, you don't want to allow Boston to create too much separation as
Celtics run away, but you feel like Cleveland has some things as LeVert follows his own
talent in terms of a nice play.
One of the major statistical categories, Cornet backdoor. Inside of 40 seconds left in the quarter, LeVert stumbling against Miami. But was a career best year in terms to see Sam Hauser emerge.
Well, one of the built that way. That's one of the reasons why they are such a good team.
Morris. Holiday on the box, wants to take Garland. He's surrounded by 3 defenders and off a broken play. This has gone stone cold. Their shooting percentage now has dipped down to 40%. Pritchard. High off glass, not that time. Fight for it. Holiday's going to push. Here he comes down the paint. Pretty. Can they get Max Strus and some of these?
Generate more possessions like that.
Horford.
As an opponent to kind of figure out how to compete. It's got to be a little more committed to it.
Jaylen points since 12-point game. This is Okoro. Split. What a matchup between those two. 3-point. Here comes Garland on the attack. That's what him shaking Strus. White from deep. Cleveland ball movement. Here comes Strus. Little shot put floater misses. Mobley the rebound.
Competitive in this series.
Tatum trying to create some space. Especially this time of year. Donovan Mitchell, a guy who's never shied away from the big stage. Horford, another start for the absent Kristaps Porzingis. Holiday.
Giving up too many offensive rebounds to the Celtics. I asked.
Wins that ties the most in any season that he's been a head coach. As the shot clock winds down here. What?
Having 2 contested threes, but they were able to knock them both down. And
Cavaliers trying to find the right balance as Garland.
Being for Cleveland, if we can attack early, we can create good opportunities. And that's what they've done on these last 2 possessions.
Boy, Drew.
Option offensively, but he can still be very impactful.
Trade acquisitions by Brad Stevens. White gets a screen, step back, threat. Darius Garland left, finds the lace. So it's an 11-point game, second 3 of the night for Garland. Yes! And he's got 22. Strus from deep in the first half. Jaylen Brown knifes in, trying to challenge Mobley. Just masterful.
But even off a live ball turnover, great job.
Conversation with Stephanie. White contested three. Brown now the trailer, Euro step. Boy, Tristan Thompson has checked into the game. He joins Mitchell and Strus with Garland and LeVert as Mitchell.
Double figures here if you can string together stops. But again, you're Sandler and the Celtics just able to get whatever they want.
Donovan
just sat down and Jason Tatum settled on that triple.
Thompson in. Shot clock at 7. Tatum trying to create some space, using some of that muscle. Wasn't able to give him much in the first half. Mitchell taking from the front court, trying to shake. Merrill stops on a dime.
Because they've got so many other guys that can step in and make the plays.
Big basket.
Not a problem for the Celtics.
Well-deserved rest here. Tatum on that shot clock at 2. Mitchell turns the corner. What a shot. A little bit short. Rebound Pritchard. They got plenty of clock. Looking for some daylight. Elevates. Spread.
On the other end, Donovan Mitchell scoring 31 in 3 quarters. What do you do defensively to try to stop him?
Bring back.
Garland inside. That's along the Cleveland bench to begin the 4th. Horford underneath, double team, flicks it up and in. Jaylen Brown stops on a dime, and Jaylen Brown looking for some daylight, gets it to Pritchard, into the corner to Horford. The 3 of any team in that spurt. But now the pressure, can they take that next?
But I will say, I feel like this is the best version they've had in this evening.
What a night he is putting together here in game 1 is Mobley in the 3rd quarter. But can they get some scoring support?
Cleveland went to a zone. First time we've seen that tonight.
Mobley, terrific. So Mobley doing most of his damage here down the final couple of minutes. He has scored the last 8 points for Cleveland. Tatum under control, fake, soft top. A big issue yet with the fact that they were able to get past the Heat in 5 games. Just clear-cut favorite in the East for most of this season. Holiday, little base.
Boston, and then the personnel and how they can compete. There's a lot of guys, when you look at defenders, it just puts tremendous pressure on roll. Doesn't allow them to do that.
The Celtics about to take a 1-0 series lead, and the average margin of victory for the Celtics. The 2 teams on the other side of the bracket, of course, New York and Indiana. It's an unbelievable campaign that this franchise has had.
He posted on social media a little later.
And present all the time with practice. He's doing his rehab. He always takes good care of himself, so they're hopeful.